What's up, guys? Here. So today we're gonna review the episode 6 of Chainsaw Man the anime. So this episode is kind of gonna be it's it's good, right? Because this time we're gonna see the character Kobeni, which is here, and well, her actions. Well, based on the comments on the this episode, we all notice, obviously, besides the manga readers. So a lot of the non-manga readers really hated her. So a lot of people called her a bitch, because yeah, you could understand it. I'm not gonna spoil anything in my review, but I'm just gonna show you that in this review, it's actually very good, greatly animated, just like the rest of the episodes from chapter episode one. In this, in particular, is greatly conceived that Hobini actually is annoying, right? I've read the manga, and I've thought that she is annoying, right? So there are she's her reason is gonna be more apparent in the future episodes, but for the rest, mostly she's gonna be like the same. She's a coward, she's annoying, and she's very much a background character of some sort. Like she's always going to be in that spotlight, in the same spot that you never really she never really should be, right? Like she's a devil hunter, right? But her options are limited due to her parents' issue, which is already said in the episode, right? She either becomes a prostitute or a devil hunter. So devil hunter basically has the highest mortality rate in any job in this world, but she still chose it. So she really doesn't like to be a prostitute, which is, I think, if you're in this world, you're never gonna be a you're never gonna wanna be a devil hunter unless you're like Aki, which Aki's parents, his brother, all of them died. But for Kobeni, her parents are alive, and she has a brother, which is they basically love her brother the most more than her, and she's basically being treated as a someone who should just give them their money to, well, for the brother, which they think is, well, the better one, yeah, the one with the future, like any Asian parents, right? But actually, I don't think that's the truth, because we already saw in the other episodes that she is kind of skilled in close combat, but her attitude is being a coward is what makes her very very annoying, right? So in this episode 2, we already know the name of the devil that they are up against in this episode, which is the Eternity Devil, right? So in this, we always realize that in this episode, we all know that devils, obviously, power is a devil. She's like a full-fledged devil, unlike Denji, which is basically in contract with Pochita, just while she's a full-fledged devil, right? So for them, for these devils, people like Kobeni are basically just a fuel, right? Like, if Kobeni doesn't fix her fear, all devils will become stronger, right? Because, yeah, for devils, being feared makes them stronger. That's why the gun devil is so strong, because a lot of people fear them, and obviously, guns are very feared object. Power, on the other hand, is she's a blood devil. Blood isn't that feared, I guess, but I think she should be more powerful, because I am afraid of blood. But you see that her and the Eternity Devil, the moment that Kobeni is crying really badly, and she's so afraid, including the guy. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. I kept I kept rewinding just to understand what's this guy's name, but I never really remember. So I'm just gonna call him this guy because he's the most background generic character. I keep forgetting, but yeah. So there's the part where the eternity devil was laughing so bad because the eternity devil felt the fear from these two devil hunters. So basically, that just makes them stronger, right? So Kobeni is really really not suited for the job that she is in. So especially this guy too. This guy is, I don't I don't remember the name, but I know how he ends. But it's not that great of a devil hunter. Obviously, even the other devil hunters thinks of this, but he's very hardworking, right? Basically, just a regular guy who just wanted to have a job. So it's very great that we can see that we can understand the eternity devil. So here we can see the eternity devil extremely huge by now. Basically, from being a simple head being cut. So, uh, this from the former episode, we already saw that they cut or defeated the single head, which turned into this. So, I think that single head obviously is basically just a trap, right? It's just a part of the eternity devil that the eternity devil set off to attract the devil hunters. So this is what the eternity devil is. So it's kind of weird, right? Eternity devil, basically eternity, fear of eternity. People who fears eternity, which isn't a lot of people fear that, but it's a very scary thing. Like being an eternal scenario, just like this one, or in a loop, is kind of scary in a way. So that's why the eternity devil is kind of strong, right? Especially if the nature is basically eternity, which makes this entire area a loop for the devil hunters to get stuck. So we can see that the eternity devil, is made of human flesh, and it screams pain, right? So this is the part where I'm kind of confused, right? If you're eternity devil, why would you fear pain? Like eternal pain, I guess. The eternity devil likes in hates pain, but from the inflicted pain, the eternity devil gains more limbs and becomes stronger. So, which is kind of odd. So, if we think about this, basically, none of them can technically beat this devil, right? Because you, no matter no physical attacks, anything can technically beat the eternal devil. Okay, so in here, basically, we saw that they have zero chance of getting out of here. The fox doesn't work because they're in a different space. The devil of the ghost doesn't really work because the ghost is basically just a hand, which Himeno is contracted with. So that's only the hand. So the power is limited, but the damage is good enough, but it doesn't really deal any much damage. So we're at the part where Kobeni really, really is afraid. So that makes the Eternity Devil even more happier. So, which which obviously in the further second, the two of them manage to go to the back because the way, obviously, if they go behind through that door, they will all go to the opposite direction, right? So in here, they also talk about the sword of Aki, right? The katana. So the katana is actually a very strong weapon, right? Since it takes almost half of the person's lifespan. So obviously that weapon is gonna be a cursed weapon, just like Jujutsu Kaisen. It's containing that essence. That why Himeno doesn't want Aki to use it because she doesn't want him to die that early, which is ironically doesn't really bode well for Aki because he is in the job of a devil hunter, which has an extremely mortality rate. So not a lot of devil hunter manage to live past through an older age. So there are some, but well, they are extremely good at their job, right? But Aki is kind of calm and collected, but in some ways he's actually quite he's kind of rash, right? Or harsh. So here we also notice that Denji actually uses his brain, right? There's a part. This is the part where Denji said that he analyzed the situation, right? Because the Eternity Devil doesn't want to kill Denji, wipe out outright. Because if the Eternity Devil wants to kill Denji, the Eternity Devil would have already killed him, right? Because all of them they can't deal any sort of damage, right? And and just my hypothesis. I've read the manga, but and I know how strong that sword is, but in my opinion, I don't think it's enough. If enough to kill the Eternity Devil, right? Because Eternity Devil needs to feel fear, and the fear from the cursed weapon, that cursed katana that Aki has, isn't gonna be enough, in my opinion. At most, he could swing a lot of times that he basically just vanished to air because he'd he'd offer all his life just to kill the Eternity Devil, which is not ideal. So Denji got that smart idea that obviously if the Eternity Devil fears him, so and the Eternity Devil doesn't attack him outright, what if he goes offensive himself, right? Which is in this episode. He said that he doesn't want to go down smoothly, and he wants to put up a fight. So that's the end of the episode, which is very nice. It makes you pump up for the next episode that we're gonna freaking see him just. Obviously, this is inside the stomach of the Eternity Devil. He's gonna go wild, and I really wanted to see that animation, right? Thank you, guys.